Don't forget, this broadcast will be put up on the Edge's website tomorrow in the bio section of the guests. First hour guest, Joanne Richards, will be up there, so will the lieutenants. Tell a friend if they miss this show. You certainly couldn't have something better to do than to listen to this broadcast as we work to discover the truth together. What are they doing here? Why are they here? Do they want to serve man? Let's go back to our newsmaker line and bring back the lieutenant. Lieutenant, welcome back.
I'm here.
Well, you are saying as a certainty that this year that people will see and will experience those things which they may have laughed at and ridiculed, and then now, of course, they won't have any apologies ready to go because they'll be too busy running for their lives. Is that right?
Well, I said they'll feel the grips of things this year. You know, like I say, I'm just a man, and I could be wrong on some things, but I'm just telling you what I know and seen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and my certainties of it. My certainties are about Bush staying in power, 99.9%.
Mm-hmm.
They're not 100. They're still that 0.1%.
Yeah.
But within the next year or two, like I said, all their questions will be answered in one perplexing moment in time. This will all these catastrophic things and the aliens showing themselves, all these things are going to happen at one time.
Mm-hmm. Are you aware, and we have it up on the website, and I noticed it didn't get quite the news as the original announcement of the mile-long UFO in Stephenville. And again, the reason I'm bringing that up because of the credibility of the witnesses, and I'm thinking that this may be a precursor, and as you suggested last time, that a lot of times 90 days from an event of that magnitude, we are going to see something on the order of chaos. But now the military base down there said, we just remembered we had 10 F-16s in that area. 16 days ago, they said they had 0 F-16s in that area, and everyone was imagining. Now
days ago?
I believe it wasn't 16. 2 weeks.
F-16.
Well, 16 days ago, yeah, right. The original story broke 2 weeks ago, and they said the major there said that they had no F-16s in the area. Now, 2 days ago, they said all of a sudden they remembered they had 10 F-16s over there. And I'm thinking, of course, for most people, they're saying, right there's the smoking gun of government cover-up. How do you misplace 10 F-16s after you tell everyone they're...
My phone's being tapped or something here. I'm switching phones.
All right.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Are you there?
Still here. Still here.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Hey, that sounds even better, too. So anyway, I mean, are you with me on that?
No, say that again.
I'm just saying, 2 weeks ago, the military base said they had 0. Okay, now that's government interference right there.
Yeah, that's government. That's the government right there. That's TAP.
Okay. Well, we want to welcome everybody from the NSA and all the other three-letter organizations to the Edge broadcast. And I would think that you people over at the NSA, go ahead and drop us a donation. You got a few trillion in the bank.
Yeah, help him pay that $1 million he's paying me to say all this stuff.
There you go. And by the way, help my dear friend the lieutenant here too as well. And speaking of that, you don't have a book, a CD, or even a website. And so coming on this program is really sort of just a benefit to the listeners. And I discussed with you that I would try to work with you in some way. Maybe we could produce a website for you to get some of this information up, just so it's at a place where people can access it.
Yeah, if somebody would help me with a website and things, because believe it or not, of all the knowledge I have, and I even know how to hack computers and how to get into a computer that's been destroyed and retrieve information, but I don't know how to build a website.
Mm-hmm. All right. And
if somebody would help me, I would keep active updates on there about that and tell you what the good's doing versus evil.
Mm-hmm. All right, we have this question, and I don't know exactly how it's written, but I'll just lay it out to you. I think the book of Revelation talks about 2 witnesses. Do you believe that these witnesses are alive right now?
Yeah. But I don't believe it's the one that emailed me, if they're listening. that says that they were one of the two witnesses, because why would you need to ask me questions?
All right, now we have this question here. Your belief of events happening this year, have you seen actual documents?
Yes.
Okay, and so those documents, are they telling?
They're tangible.
Okay,
Reachable.
so are they telling a specific group to prepare?
Yes, they are. I mean, all these events, if nobody was telling you to prepare, if all these events are coming like I say they are, doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out you need to do something. And what you really need to do is prepare yourself spiritually, because that's what and I'm not, like I say, I'm not trying to turn this into a church sermon, but I'm telling you right now that it's a spiritual warfare. That's exactly what it is. And the government knows this. Believe it or not, they know it's a spiritual warfare. They told us it was spiritual. They told us they were Luciferian. And at that time, I had no belief system at all. I had a gut feeling. There's no such thing as an atheist in a foxhole. You know, the man right before he dies always screams, "Oh, God." You know, so, yeah, I would say they're telling you to prepare to a point, but see, what they want to do is be able to tell you, well, we told you, you know, because people are saying, you didn't tell us about this and this and this and this. Yeah, we did. And if you'll notice, some of breaking news, some of the things that I've seen on the news don't come out until, you know, if you'll sit up sometimes and watch Fox News, and, you know, they do the reruns, but watch the little ticker tape underneath.
Yeah.
It updates you. You'll see strange events on there so that they can't say that they didn't tell you. You'll never be able to use that for an excuse.
So you think at some point we're going to see that crawler say the West Coast just slipped off in the ocean?
That'll be big news there, because certain things, and it's just like the UFOs, I'm really still perplexed on why they chose those two. Because those two places that they were at just happened to be on the nuclear target list, number 1 and number 2. That's not a coincidence. I believe Chicago is in grave danger.
You say Chicago?
Yeah, I believe the next major terrorist attack will be in Chicago. And it's funny that Silverstein, building that got pulled by the CIA during 9/11, if you'll look at the bottom of the screen before you see the buildings fall, you'll see a plume of smoke come up from another building. That was Silverstein's. And he bought the Sears Tower after that.
Yeah.
So, and here's another thing about 9/11. I know I've done and seen a lot of demolition. A lot. And I know how to make explosives, just anybody can. You can go to YouTube and learn how to make explosives. But it takes, to do a 10-story building, it takes months to get that set up for the synchronicity of the explosions, and to pack the dynamite in, look at the blueprints. You know, them buildings, I mean, come on. If you didn't have no belief system at all, or no conspiracy theory, really, no conspiracy theory, those buildings were imploded, man, so that they wouldn't fall on the rest of the town.
Yeah.
And so how long do you think it took them to do that? 100-some stories. Really?
Well, I think that's one of the quintessential evidences of it, that there was explosives in the building, so they had to have the opportunity to put those explosives.
Yeah, well, when I bring that theory up, they say, well, they didn't get to do it the first time. They tried that once, with the bomb underneath. No, that softened the blow for the rest of it. It weakened it. It weakened the structure. One was strong. When I understand, one of the structures was a little stronger than another. And a guy from Japan designed, he was the architect of those. And I'm a steel worker by trade. That's what